Hey everybody, this is Tim Shepard, the Vintage Airstream podcast. Thought today I'd walk you through some of the technology in my 1960 Airstream Ambassador. We'll go over some of the low-tech stuff and some of the high-tech stuff. So we're going to start back here in the back of the trailer. Let me turn the camera around. All right, I got the air going too, so hopefully it's not too much noise. Low-tech. So while traveling, I keep this little Velcro strap here to keep the shower handle from hopping off there. So whenever we're underway, that goes on there. Also in the tub, I have this expansion plug because spider there. If you don't have that, then water will splash back up inside the tub. So while you're towing, so I just screw that on there and that stays there. So when that comes out, this goes in its place. So this is great because it catches hair and everything. Just keep your drain from getting clogged up. So that comes out down there. This goes in. Reverse it when we leave. Okay, more low tech. Just getting one of these. A little sink plunger. So if your sink or your tub does get plugged up, you just put that on there. Boom, boom, boom. And it empties it really quick. No chemicals. Those are like $5 or $6. So those are a couple kind of important things. We'll go down here and look. So I think I mentioned it before. Cutting that hole there for the air to get through. A low-tech thing, but very important. Okay. All right. So we'll go back here. When I did the toilet, I put in a hand wash valve. So I did put a splitter on there with a second valve so I could turn it off and have a spray nozzle for the toilet. For boondocking, that I never do. But, there it is. Okay, so do some of the more tech stuff. So the charging is an IntelliPower. It's got the Charge Wizard, which is this little blinky thing there. And that makes sure the batteries are only charged like there's 3 different levels, so it doesn't overcharge the batteries. So you want to make sure you have something like that. Probably most modern chargers are. Of course, my breaker box, and that is my transfer switch. So for my inverter, so I have I think a 2,000 watt inverter down here, and I have a remote switch to turn it on, and when that turns on, it powers the transfer switch, which only powers those 2 lines in the box. And so that powers, one is the microwave, and one is outlets on the curb side of the trailer, so we can have the DVD player on. So for boondocking, and we can turn on the inverter, we can use the microwave, and we can watch movies. It actually came in handy last year when the RV park lost power for a day, including overnight. This here is a solar monitor, so it monitors what's going in the batteries from the solar system. This blinky thing is the Bluetooth adapter for an app I'll show you on my phone. So you can cycle through and see it's 13 volts, 0.6 amps coming from the solar right now because the batteries are charged, 100% charged. This here is the old GoPower controller for the system. You can see here the same kind of deal. All right, so the next thing would be, also we'll do the GoPower. That's the Bluetooth thing we talked about before. Comes up like this, and this is connecting over Bluetooth, which works pretty far. But you know, if you're laying in bed, you're on a trailer, close to your RV in the park, you can log in. You can see your battery status, the voltage, how much power you're currently drawing, how many amp hours you used, which was nice when we were camping last year and the power at the park failed. Um, we could turn all of our loads on, watch the TV, and we could see how much power we were drawing, and it would show us um, how much time we had remaining. So I could comfortably see that we would be perfectly fine watching TV. And then the next morning, even before the power came on, the um, the solar panels had charged the battery back up. So I use this app as part of my high-tech stuff for my Airstream. So I think that's it for in here. Um, yeah, inverter, transfer switch, charger, solar. I did have this little light added, or I added it. So at night I can come back in and see these buttons. The second switch here turns on lights down there, like, and one on the end, or night lights for at night. Okay. Okay, so walk through the bedroom here. This light or switch and light is for the 110 on the water heater. So if that's on, I can quickly look over and see that the 110 is on. The water heater's turned on. So that's nice. These are the original lights for the trailer. What's cool is that they also have 110. And an Apple charger, little USB, will plug right onto there, just barely. So this is a international model. So one side is 110 and the other side is 12 volt. And they're all LED bulbs. See if we can see in here. All the bulbs are LED trailer. Okay. All right. So I have two TVs on a splitter, and it's on an arm, so it can come out. It's held with Velcro. So with the arm, the TV can come out, move where we want. Pretty much just stays there. The main TV is in the living room here. And of course, this was just a solid panel, which is original. I had to replace the door and this panel because it was too much rot. Anyway, I put a shelf in here for a Blu-ray player, and I did a car stereo for the music, but also can play for the DVD Blu-ray audio, so you can hear it through the speakers. And the speakers are here and here. And then the whip antenna on the outside of the trailer for the shortwave radio originally, that I routed all the way around the back of the trailer and put an adapter, and it's actually the antenna for the stereo. So yes, you can reuse it. I think I have, I don't know if you can see it, in here is an HDMI splitter. So the HDMI from the Blu-ray player comes out, it splits, it goes to this TV and that TV in the bedroom. So whatever we're watching, everybody can watch. We can enjoy a movie together at the same time. Okay, so I originally was going to put the control panel with all the electronics here, but I decided to hide it away. So it's hidden in the pantry, top of the pantry. Let me turn the air off. It's probably distracting. Okay. So in the pantry, we have the sea level gauge. So you could click on that. Fresh tank is 44. Gray tank is 0. Black tank shows 13. And here is the water pump. And this turns on the heater. So this will turn on the gas of the heater. And then that switch over there that I showed you, that one there does the 110. But also, I have this one here, also does the 110. So um, it sends a signal to the water heater to use the 110. And I think it had to have that. So I added this switch here. So I can, this switch and the 110 switch with the red light both have to be on for the water heater to do 110. And actually it came in handy because if you're going to use the microwave with the air conditioner on, you can't have 3 appliances on for 30 amps at one time, 3 big ones. So I could reach in here and turn the water heater off by doing that. But will be interesting to know, to try this next time we go camping, is with the micro air easy start on the air conditioner, was that still going to be the case? So we'll try that out. This here is a 12-volt fan that's in the chimney. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But I added that when I put the chimney vent on. Oh. So the Airstream originally came with a really short refrigerator. It was gas only. And I put in this larger one and I had to redo the chimney. And so since I did, I put in the fans. But I've never really needed the fans. It's the cooling I did is I did a, probably should make another video, but I did a vent in the floor, like in my 71 Safari. So the fresh air comes in the bottom and it goes up and then out the roof. So that's what that is for. So this switch is for. This is the trimetric. This will monitor battery usage. I think I need to check it because I'm not sure that the amps are still working. So I need to look at that. So that's kind of cool. And then this is the inverter we were talking about. So if I turn this on, you'll hear the transfer switch maybe. So now the microwave is running off the inverter and half of the trailer switch outlets are off the inverter. So that is that. Okay. Interesting here is this used to be the original Wi-Fi Ranger had a panel that you had to put in the wall. This was the cutout. And since I upgraded that, to hide that hole, I put a picture of my kids looking at Daytona Beach in Florida when we took the trailer there. So that's my sneaky fix to hide that hole. Okay, so back in the bedroom, this is my little technology cabinet, I guess. This is where the Wi-Fi Ranger comes in. Here's the Wi-Fi Ranger Osprey router here. And this cable runs out front. I did another video on that already. That's where the Starlink plugs in and goes on the mast. This is the Starlink router here. I just set it here. I haven't attached it or anything. So when we go camping, I'll put the Starlink on the pole outside and turn this on and be good to go. So right now, I'm getting internet in the trailer from the Osprey here. It's a Wi-Fi Ranger. And it's connecting to my house Wi-Fi, and it's sharing it with the items in the trailer right now. One of those items is the EasyTouch Thermostat by MicroAir. So this thing is pretty awesome. So it's, you can see here it has Wi-Fi right now. It's 95 degrees inside the trailer, which is why I had it on, 91 outside. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And it takes normal 3 minutes to turn on, because that's timing from Dometic. So the compressor has time to relax. And so in the, you probably saw the other video I did, it's on the channel, is I installed the Easy Start, Micro Easy Start on the air conditioner, which is like an electronic starting capacitor. It learns how your characteristics of your compressor are, and it minimizes the current draw. So instead of 30, 40 amps to get the compressor going, it could be as low as 6 or 7. Um, and that's why people get them if they're going to run off of a 2,000 watt generator. Oh, and just to have the overall health of the compressor. So this will be the first time we go camping next month with that. And I'm thinking with that, since it's not going to draw a giant load every time or giant pull every time it starts the air conditioner, then I might not have to worry about playing with the appliance, which appliance is on and off. I'm definitely going to try it out. So the nice thing about this is it has Wi-Fi. It's checking the current weather no matter where you are. And you can push this. It's not like a touchscreen phone. You have to push a little bit harder. It's, I don't know what they call it. It's got like a touch sensitive mesh over it or something. Anyway, there's the local weather that's go pick up. So that's kind of neat. So it displays this. And you have remote access to it. So I'll add in a video of that from the app. It has Bluetooth access and Wi-Fi access, and it can send you alerts if it's over temperature, which is one of the reasons I wanted it. So that if we had it, went camping with our dog, and we had him in the trailer because we were in the campground, but maybe at the pool or something, if it got over temp, it could send me an alert, and I can remotely with the phone log in and make sure the air was on, or even at least check the temperature. There you go, the air came on. And I don't know if you noticed, but it wasn't a big clunk. It was really smooth sounding coming on. And so, yeah, pretty cool. Is EasyTouch RV. So this lets you connect with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So, if your Airstream if your trailer doesn't have Wi-Fi, you can still connect to it. Like if you're around the trailer outside or you're laying in bed, you don't want to get up, you want to turn it up and down, you can connect via Bluetooth. So I'm going to click on Bluetooth. And I guess if you have more than one, you can click on the one you want. It's connecting. And it's going to show the current status of it. So it's 93 degrees outside, 98 inside. It is off, so I can turn it on by pushing that. But I can go ahead and I can adjust the set point up and down, set to 74. So if I change this down, I can see on the screen that it's changing down on the actual thermostat. And you can change modes from cool, heat pump, furnace, fan only. And you can do the same thing remotely if you choose Wi-Fi. And you can turn it off. You can turn it back off. So anyway, it's pretty cool. All right, I'm just gonna leave the air on. Hopefully it's okay. It's 97 degrees in here. So the last thing is IP camera. So again, this connects to the Wi-Fi of the Wifi Ranger, which is nice because the two devices I have in here all the time, they're permanently set to the Wi-Fi on the Wifi Ranger. And then wherever I am, that's how the Wi-Fi Ranger gets connectivity. If it's a park with Wi-Fi, if it's Starlink, if it's at home on my home Wi-Fi, it just automatically connects, and that makes sure that the camera here and the thermostat both get internet. So that works out good. So I can, with this camera, I can log in with the Blink app on my phone, and I can check in on the trailer, including if the dog is with us, check in and see what that rascal's up to. So here's the camera. We're going to the Blink app. Here's the Airstream camera. And if I click play, well, apparently when I press play, it mutes the recorded audio. So this is a voiceover. So I was just explaining how I can log in and check on the trailer. If we're camping, I can check on the trailer just to see how it's doing, or if the dog is in there, make sure he's okay, or just if it's parked at the house and it's connected to the Wi-Fi, I can always log in and have a look. I may end up adding a second camera to point the other direction. But anyway, it's a Blink camera, and I will put a link for it somewhere in the comments. All right, I guess that'll do it. It's just kind of a quiet day today. I thought I'd come out and video this for you guys, and maybe you could get something out of it, I hope. And okay, until next time, we'll see you down the road.